In Parshat Pekudei, the Mishkan, the tabernacle, is completed. The work has been done by the Israelites. Everything is brought to Moshe for the construction. And the Torah tells us, Vayivarech otam Moshe. Moshe blessed the nation for everything that they had done to construct the tabernacle and for all of their donations. What was the blessing that he gave them? And our sages record that he said to them, Yehi ratzon shetishre shchina b'maaseh yedechem. May it be God's will that Hashem's presence should rest on the work of your hands. They built the Mishkan. They built the Mishkan as God had commanded in Parshat Shuma. V'asuli mikdash v'shachanti b'tocham. You are to make for me a sanctuary, and I will dwell within your midst. The point of the sanctuary is for Hashem's presence to rest. Without Hashem's presence, it's a magnificent building. That's all it really is. And Moshe was praying, we've done the work. It's been done successfully. The physical building is there. But to see really if we were successful, let's see whether Hashem's presence comes there. Whether he sends down fire from the heavens to consume the sacrifices. Whether his cloud will hover over the Ohel Moed, the tent of meeting, the Mishkan. That's what Moshe was saying. And there is a similar sentiment that we find in the book of Tehillim, in one of the Psalms, where King David says, Im Hashem lo yivne bayit, shav amlu bonav bo. If God doesn't build a house, then all of the people who have toiled to make it have toiled in vain. Im Hashem lo yishmo ir, shav shakad shomer. If God does not protect a city, then God's in vain. It's pointless. What is King David telling us in that psalm? Or what is the blessing of Moshe? What Moshe is telling us, what King David is telling us is, there are many physical blessings in this world. There are blessings of wealth. There are blessings of prosperity and children and wisdom. And these are all wonderful things that we amass and we acquire. But if they're not blessed by Hashem, if they're not sanctioned by Hashem, if they're not dedicated by Hashem, then it doesn't matter how beautiful your house is. God could knock it down. It doesn't matter how mighty your city may be. It will fall to the enemies. We mustn't kid ourselves. We mustn't fool ourselves in thinking that we are in control of the world, that we will build and we will build higher skyscrapers and we will build more powerful weapons. Really, ultimately, it's in Hashem's hands. So we have to work in such a way, we have to live in such a way that we bring Hashem's presence into our life. That's what Moshe was telling the Israelites. You've done a great job. You've built an incredible structure. Now let's see whether Hashem will live, whether he will come to reside in our midst. And the only way that that's going to happen is if we live a moral life, is if we live a life according to the Torah and the mitzvot and according to proper Jewish values. If we will do that, then Hashem will dwell in our house. But if not, in Hashem lo yivnei bayit, if God doesn't build the house, then it doesn't matter who built it. Hashem is not going to dwell there. I wish you a Shabbat Shalom.